Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I'm Naresh Mago with the midday news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says service to the poor and dignity of the underprivileged is the biggest priority of the government. Nation pays homage to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on his birth anniversary today. Prime Minister to release first series of 11 volumes of collected works of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya in New Delhi this afternoon. Army Chief General Manoj Pande arrives in Jammu to review the security situation and discuss further strengthening of counter-terrorism grid in Jammu and Kashmir. Madhya Pradesh Cabinet to be expanded this afternoon, and Christmas is being celebrated across the globe today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that for him, the four biggest castes in the country are the poor, the youth, the women and the farmers. He said service to the poor and dignity of the underprivileged is the biggest priority.
मेरे लिए देश में चार जातियां सबसे बड़ी है। ये मेरी चार जातियां हैं, मेरा गरीब, मेरा युवा, मेरी माताएं बहनें महिलाएं और मेरे किसान भाई बहन। मध्य प्रदेश की सरकार ने गरीबों का जीवन बदलने के लिए महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए हैं। गरीबों की सेवा, श्रमिकों का सम्मान और वंचितों को मान हमारी प्राथमिकता है।
The Prime Minister was virtually addressing the Mazduron Ka Hit, Mazduron Ko Samarpit program organized on the payment of dues pending for 30 years to the workers of Hukamchand Mill of Indore today.
मुझे बताया गया है कि जब हुकमचंद मिल के श्रमिकों के लिए पैकेज का ऐलान किया गया तो इंदौर में उत्सव का माहौल हो गया था। इस निर्णय ने हमारे श्रमिक भाइयों बहनों में त्योहारों के उल्लास और बढ़ा दिया है। मुझे विश्वास है कि डबल इंजन की सरकार की नई टीम को हमारे श्रमिक परिवारों का भरपूर आशीर्वाद मिलेगा।
On behalf of the Prime Minister, Chief Minister Dr. Mohan handed over a cheque for 217 crore 46 lakh rupees to the workers. More than 5,000 labourers and their families will benefit from this initiative. Mr. Modi also virtually inaugurated a 220-acre solar power plant built at a cost of 308 crore rupees. This will save 4 crore rupees every month on the electricity bill. In his address, the Prime Minister said that the state government is working rapidly to fulfill the Sankalp Patra of the government and its guarantee.
भोपाल इंदौर के बीच इन्वेस्टमेंट कॉरिडोर का निर्माण किया जा रहा है। इंदौर पीथमपुर इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर एवं मल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क का विकास हो, विक्रम उद्योगपुरी में मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क हो, पास में धार जिले के भैंसोला में पीएम मित्र पार्क हो। सरकार द्वारा इन पर हजारों करोड़ रुपए का निवेश किया जा रहा है। इससे यहां पर रोजगार के हजारों नए अवसर बनने की संभावना है।
The Prime Minister appealed to all the people to take advantage of all the government schemes by joining the Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra.
हर लाभार्थी तक सरकारी योजनाओं की पहुंच सुनिश्चित करने के लिए विकसित भारत संकल्प यात्रा एमपी में भी स्थान स्थान पर पहुंच रही है। लाखों लोगों को इस यात्रा से सीधा लाभ मिल रहा है। मेरा एमपी के सभी लोगों से आग्रह है कि मोदी की गारंटी वाली गाड़ी जब आपके यहां आने वाली हो, आप भरपूर उसका फायदा उठाइए। हर कोई वहां पहुंचिए, कोई भी सरकारी योजनाओं के लाभ से वंचित ना हो, हमारी यही कोशिश है।
Good Governance Day is being celebrated today on the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The day is celebrated on the 25th of December every year to foster awareness among the people of the country about accountability in governance and government. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid floral tributes at Sadaiv Atal Memorial in New Delhi. Former President Ramnath Kovind, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harvansh, BJP National President JP Nadda and others paid their respects by offering floral tributes on the occasion. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah today paid tributes to Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya on his birth anniversary. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said that the great man Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya ji dedicated his life to India and Indianness. He added that his incomparable personality and work will continue to inspire every generation of the country. In a social media post, the Home Minister said that Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya is an excellent example of how a person can dedicate his life for the better future of the nation, the culture and the youth. Mr. Shah added that Malaviya ji believed that building a strong nation was possible only by inculcating the values of nationalism among the youth. He further added that his contribution to the country's independence and strong education system has given him the title of Mahamana. The Prime Minister and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla led the parliamentarians in paying floral tributes at the portraits of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya and former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee in the Central Hall of Samvidhan Sadan. Among the others who paid tributes were several union ministers, deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha and members of parliament. Booklets containing the profiles of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya and Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, brought out in Hindi and English by the Lok Sabha Secretariat, were presented to the dignitaries. The Prime Minister will release the first series of 11 volumes of collected works of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya in New Delhi today. The program is being organized on the occasion of the 162nd birth anniversary of Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya. In the Amrit Kal, it has been the Prime Minister's vision to bestow fitting recognition to freedom fighters who have contributed immensely to the service of the nation. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan will expand his cabinet this afternoon. The swearing-in ceremony will be held at 3:30 p.m. at Raj Bhavan in Bhopal. More than 18 MLAs are expected to take oath as cabinet ministers today. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav earlier in the morning today met Governor of Madhya Pradesh and while speaking to media after meeting with the Governor, said that the new Madhya Pradesh Cabinet will be expanded today. On 13th December, Mohan Yadav took oath as Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh and Rajendra Shukla and Jagdish Devda were appointed as Deputy Chief Ministers. The maximum strength of the Council of Ministers in Madhya Pradesh, which has 230 MLAs, can be 35, including the Chief Minister. Preparations for the oath-taking ceremony of the new cabinet are underway at Raj Bhavan. Pooja Pivardhan, AIR News, Bhopal.
Amid the recent terrorist attack in the Poonch district, Army Chief General Manoj Pande arrived in Jammu today to review the situation there and discuss further strengthening the counter-terrorism grid there. According to defense sources, the visit comes a few days after 4 army personnel attained martyrdom in a terrorist attack near Kigali sector in Poonch district last Thursday. The army chief is also likely to visit the Rajouri sector and discuss the recent and ongoing counter-terrorist operations and the casualties that have been suffered in the recent terror attacks. The Poonch-Rajouri sectors are the responsibility of the 16th Corps, which is going to see a routine change in command as the incumbent Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain is handing over command to Lieutenant General Naveen Sachdev. The Army headquarters is also watching the situation closely and keeping track of the operations there closely. The Indian Army is also further strengthening its preparedness on the line of control and the international border from where these terrorists have been trying to infiltrate into the Indian side from across. Security forces have further intensified search operations in the mountainous areas and other places in twin border districts of Rajouri and Poonch to track down the terrorists behind the attack. Helicopters, drones and para-commandos have been deployed in the search operations. Security forces are targeting natural caves in Pir Panjal Mountains and other upper reaches following reports that about 25 to 30 foreign terrorists who are active in the twin border districts have taken shelter there. Besides other suspected hideouts, forests in vulnerable areas are also being searched jointly by the Army, paramilitary forces and J&K police. Mobile internet services continue to remain shut down in the twin border districts of Rajouri and Poonch for the last 3 days. Christmas is being celebrated across the globe today. Christians all over the world celebrate Christmas to mark the birth of Jesus Christ. On the occasion, people decorate their houses by putting a Christmas tree, illuminated paper stars, holy wreaths and exchanging gifts. In Himachal Pradesh, a large number of tourists have arrived in Shimla and other destinations to celebrate Christmas and New Year. More from our correspondent.
Himachal Pradesh on Christmas and approaching New Year witnessing the influx of tourists in its all the famous tourist destinations, especially at Atal Tunnel Rohtang, situated at a height of 10,000 feet. Here, around 65,000 tourists with over 12,000 vehicles were recorded in a single day. The district administration and the police jawans are efficiently managing the huge tourist rush and extending help to make their visit memorable. DGP Sanjay Kundu said that a large number of tourists have visited different parts of the state like Shimla, Dharamshala, Manali. He added that the local administration and the police force in all the tourist destinations has been working commendably 24/7, especially in -12-degree temperature at Atal Tunnel to manage the traffic smoothly, ensuring that everyone reaches safe at their destination and celebrate the festival. Ritesh Kapoor, Akashvani News, Shimla.
The President, the Vice President and the Prime Minister have greeted the people on the occasion. In a message, President Draupadi Murmu said the festival of Christmas celebrated on the birthday of Jesus Christ gives the message of love and compassion. In his message, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar said the life of Jesus Christ embodied the eternal values of compassion, forgiveness, love and empathy. Mr. Dhankar stressed on the need to remember these timeless virtues that enrich the lives and strengthen the bonds of everyone. In a social media post, the Prime Minister exhorted people to celebrate the spirit of harmony and compassion that Christmas symbolizes and work towards a world where everyone is happy and healthy. Mr. Modi also recalled the noble teachings of Lord Christ. To disseminate information about the central government's flagship schemes and ensure their benefits reach every corner of the country, the Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra VBSY reached different areas of Delhi today. The VBSY was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi last month. Our correspondent reports that many camps have been organized in the Selampur area in northeast Delhi, in which people are being given information about programs like Ayushman Bharat Yojana, PM Ujjwala Yojana, India Post Payment Bank and Aadhaar Service Centre. On this occasion, the people present on the site took oath to make India a developed nation by 2047. The information, education and communication vans are displaying Prime Minister Modi's message on screens. Besides, brochures and calendars are also being distributed to the people. On the occasion, BJP MP Manoj Tiwari addressing the gathering and lauded the government for the developmental works.
हम लोगों ने सुकन्या योजना शुरू की। आपकी बेटी हुई और आप अपनी बेटी के लिए जो थोड़ा सा पैसा जमा करना चाहते उतना ही सरकार जमा करेगी। तो ये सारी चीजें अगर किसी को नहीं मिली है तो इस गाड़ी को रोकेगा और उसी को पता करेगा कि मेरे लिए क्या है। इसी के लिए एडीएम महोदय भी खड़े हैं, सांसद भी खड़े हैं, एसडीएम भी खड़े हैं और हमारे प्रतिनिधि भी खड़े हैं।
The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast the dense to very dense fog conditions are likely to continue in the morning hours in Punjab, Haryana and East Uttar Pradesh during the next 2 days. It has also predicted dense to very dense fog conditions over Rajasthan and North Madhya Pradesh today. The IMD has forecast light to moderate rainfall at isolated places over northeast India during the next 3 days. Light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorm and lightning is also likely over Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Karaikal on Wednesday and Thursday. As the cold wave tightened its grip on North India, the national capital woke up to an even colder morning accompanied by dense fog today. The temperature in Delhi was recorded at 9.4 degrees Celsius this morning. Visibility dropped to 125 meters in several parts of the city and most parts of the national capital region also experienced low visibility. Delhi's air quality remained in the very poor category with the air quality index hovering around 400 according to data provided by the Central Pollution Control Board. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says service to the poor and dignity of the underprivileged is the biggest priority of the government. Nation pays homage to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on his birth anniversary today. Prime Minister to release first series of 11 volumes of collected works of Pandit Madan, Mohan, Malaviya in New Delhi this afternoon. Army Chief General Manoj Pande arrives in Jammu to review security situation and discuss further strengthening of counter-terrorism grid in Jammu and Kashmir. Madhya Pradesh Cabinet to be expanded this afternoon and Christmas is being celebrated across the globe today. With that, we end the midday news.